think this is the angle. I think this is it. Oh, this paint on here, I gotta clean this. My reading, my morning and night routine, meditating. Hey guys, welcome back to the last, not even welcome back, welcome to the last video of the year. Oh my gosh. It's been a journey for real. It's been a journey for real. Like 2022 was the year that I decided to take my YouTube stuff seriously. I was like, alright, I dropped a video on January 1st, and then I'm not gonna say I've been posting consistently since then, but like I've been posting since then. You know, let's go to the channel. Let's see how many videos I put out this year. I put out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Plus this one, 11. Ain't that something? But yeah, like, oh my gosh, it's really the last video of the year. It's really the end of the year. Like, that's crazy. But also, y'all are gonna be seeing this video on Christmas. So Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Really, that's life. Like, that's life. Like, it's the last video of the year. It's Christmas. It's the holidays. It's the end of the year. We going into a new year. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? But for this video, you know, to end off the year, not end out the channel. What was I gonna say? To end off the year here on the channel, I wanted to talk about some of the habits I've picked up this year that really changed the way I experience life, changed the way I go about my day, changed how I feel during the day, changed how I can just be the creator of like the life that I'm living and the things I experience. So yeah, I feel like this year I really picked up a lot of habits and things that, like, you know, have really made small changes in my life, but like over time, like those changes have really become like bigger than like I realized. So yeah, that's what I'm here to talk about today. And yeah, let's just get right into it. So first habit I want to talk about that I picked up is reading. Now, I was never, like, before I started reading, I was just like never the type of person to read a book. Like, I was just like, how do people read books? How, like, where's the interest in reading a book, you know? But when the first book I read this year, I picked up at an airport. It was one of those little take one, grab one kind of things. And I was intrigued. I was like, oh, I could take a book. It's free. So I just took one. And then I read the book and I was like, oh, I was like, this book is interesting. So when I was nearing the end of that book, I went out and I purchased another book and I read that book. And I was like, oh, reading is kind of interesting. And then like from there, I just kept buying books and kept reading them. And it's just like, I guess it was that one book that I picked up that really did it for me. But it's just like, I don't know, something about reading is just like so peaceful, you know. You kind of just like, when you get deep into the book, like especially a good novel, like it doesn't even really have to be like, you know, an educational book or like an informative book. It can really just be like a good novel that like allows you to really get deep into like this new world and get deep into what's going on into the book. That just makes reading so like peaceful and like so beneficial. And it's just like, I don't know, once I implemented that into my life, I just like, I don't know, y'all. It was just different. Like, I don't know. It's just like, it's so, like, when you really find that good book, it's really just so interesting. When you really find something you're passionate about and find books about that, it really levels up the experience. That's the first habit I wanted to talk about, is reading. Just like, if you were looking for a sign to read, this is your sign. Pick up a book, pick up any book, whatever book you have nearby, and just start reading it. Like, cancel out everything that's going on and just get deep into the book. Like, you will not regret it. Okay, the second habit that I want to talk about that I picked up this year is having a morning and a night routine. So I specifically started doing this when I got to college. I felt like when I got to college and, you know, I was just like alone, independent, making choices for myself, I was like, why don't I just like make a little routine for myself every morning and every night. So that's what I started doing. I remember at some point I was like doing things in like a certain order every morning, and I realized that like, oh, this is my routine. This is what I do. So I just naturally kept doing that. You know, I would wake up, brush my teeth, wash my face, go meditate. It would like sometimes change. Like sometimes like if it's a weekend, I would like read after I do all of that. But if like it's a day I have class, I would like obviously after doing all of that, get ready and then get head out for the day. But when I really take time in the morning to prepare myself for the day, to really take my time waking up, to really energize myself, to do all the things that I need for the day, it allows me to have more clarity during the day when I'm experiencing all these different emotions, maybe stress, maybe happiness, maybe anything that I'm feeling. It allows me to just like be more clear minded and be more have more control over what I'm experiencing and the things that I do. And then the same thing with having a night routine. You know, I started again this started when I started doing this when I started college. I would just like take like an hour before I would go to bed each night to just like relax, you know, kind of the same thing as in the morning: brush my teeth, wash my face, take a shower, meditate, do all the things that I need to just like feel relaxed and feel at peace before I go to sleep. Because yeah, that also just like allows me to set myself up for like a good night of sleep. You know, if I'm feeling very overstimulated before I go to sleep, you know, I'm on my phone a lot or on social media doing all of those things, is like it's very hard for me to fall asleep. So it's like taking that time before bed to relax and do the things I need to do to put myself in the right headspace to fall asleep, that became very important to me. And I also started doing that consistently, you know, over a long period of time, and it just became something that I naturally do now. So yeah, that's the second and third kind of habit that I picked up this year that really changed the way I experience things, which is implementing or developing a morning and night routine for my day. And yeah, the third habit. Now this one, y'all already know about this one. Y'all already know me and this one, we besties. But the third habit is meditating. Now, I already have a whole video about how I got into it and why I started. Y'all can watch that. It's the video, I think it's titled Let's Catch Up on Life. Like the 35-minute video. It's that one. Y'all can watch that one. But meditating, y'all already know that like me and meditating, we're here. Like we're besties. Like it just something about it puts, not even something about it, the practice itself just puts me in such a good headspace. It puts me in such a good mindset. Like it's just when I'm stressed, you know, I'll just take time for myself, meditate when I'm before bed, meditate when I wake up, meditate. It's just like it's such a peaceful practice. And it's just like, of course, when I first started it, I was kind of like I spoke about in that video about how I got into it and how, you know, I just was like what inspired, not what inspired, what pushed me to get into it, and how I felt starting out, and how like, you know, when you're starting out, you're not going to really connect with it right away. But I stayed consistent and I kept doing it over time, and that's what really allowed me to really connect with it on a deeper level and really find those moments of like peace, and find those moments where I can really just turn my attention inward and not, and just kind of just like block out what's going on the outside and really just focus on what's going on in my mind and my feelings and everything like that. But yeah, like I feel like meditating has just been very helpful to me this year, like especially with like stress from school and all the different things that might be going on in life. Just taking time, whether it be like 5 minutes or 10 minutes during the day, to just sit with myself and sit with my mind and just block out all the thoughts and everything that I might be feeling. It's just like it's so peaceful and transformative. Hey guys, y'all know I had to jump in and make a special appearance. I also wanted to add that on this topic of meditation, the more I learned about it and the more I learned about the science behind it and how it really works and the effects that it has on the body, and just like doing all the research about it, really also made me so much more passionate about it. And it really also made me just want to continue doing it and continue getting deeper into the practice. So yeah, that's just another thing that I realized looking back I didn't mention, and just that has been really important in this whole journey of getting into meditation and just like getting deeper into my spiritual self and everything within that realm. The next habit is journaling. Now, journaling is something that I specifically do after I meditate. Um, I kind of just like after I meditate, I'll just sit and I'll journal about what I felt, what I thought about, what I experienced, what the meditation felt like. And I started doing this because I would realize that, well, not I would realize, but when I meditate, I would have like these really strong feelings and visualizations and see like certain things that would inspire me and inspire me to create more art and things like that. And I was just like, why try to keep this all in my mind when I can write it down, when I can, put it into words, or even sketching after I meditate, putting it into like images and things like that. So I would not I would, but I every time after I meditate I would just journal about what I felt. Even if like, there's always gonna be those meditations where like I don't feel much necessarily, where it's like the feeling isn't as intense as another meditation, but I'll still write down something. I'll still like get down something about, what went through my mind, what I was feeling, what I was experiencing. And that's just been like very helpful in this process of just like going through this spiritual transformation, I guess you could say. Because like when, I don't know, yeah, when the meditation gets deep, it gets deep. So it's like, and even when it doesn't get deep, journaling is still like very helpful. It's still very beneficial to just like getting my thoughts down onto paper, allowing myself to really um process what I'm feeling, process what I'm thinking. And I found that even, you know, I'll end up going down this like completely separate path. Like, I may do a meditation for like, say, just trying to relieve stress and find some peace in my day. And the meditation will finish, I'll journal about that, and then I'll just go down like a completely different path. Like, my mind would just take me somewhere else. And that's what I really like about journaling, is that it's just so freeing, and you can be so open, because it's like it's literally my journal. Like, nobody else has to read it but myself. Nobody else is worried about what I'm writing but myself. So it's like I can just be like completely free and open with my thoughts, with myself, when writing. So like that's also something that's been really helpful and really beneficial, especially when paired with meditation. I don't usually do it without meditating. I feel like that's the way that a lot of people do it. They just like wake up and journal, go to sleep, journal. They journal like when at any point during their day. But for me, it's been like very helpful when I pair it with my meditation, when I kind of implement that into, it's also a part of my morning and night routine. Like, after I meditate, I'll pull my journal out and just write about what I'm feeling. So yeah, that's really what's been working for me, and what I've been finding the most benefits in with journaling. And my last habit that I want to talk about is planning my day and using a planner. Now, I haven't been as consistent with this recently, but over the summer, not over the summer, yes, over the summer, I was, I purchased a law of attraction planner from Amazon. It's like a really intricate and deep planner. Like, you can plan each day. There's like time slots for each day. I don't have it with me. I left it back at school. I don't know why. We're gonna get into that later. But you can plan each day. You can plan your month. You can reflect on your month. You can set intentions for the day, for the month, for the week, for whatever. There's like goals on. There's like a little quote at the start of each week that like really just like allows you to set your intentions for the week. And I started using this planner over the summer, and I realized that like it was very helpful in managing my time and managing all the different things that was going on in my life. Because over the summer I was working a part-time job, I was working on my art, I was working on getting ready for college. There was like a lot going on, so planning my day was very helpful in just managing all the things I had going on. And even the aspect of it where you can reflect on your month and reflect on, you know, what went well, what was good, what did I achieve, some things I can work on for the next month, and then just setting intentions for the month coming up to really allow yourself to move through this new month to really allow yourself to move through this new month feeling refreshed and feeling, you know, conscious of whatever intention it is that you set. But yeah, using a planner is just like, I was always, I don't know, I feel like before I used a planner, I never really got into it because I feel like it didn't have a purpose in my life. I was just like, you know, I was I was so set on the belief that I was able to keep everything in my head and just, you know, be able to I wouldn't need it. I would just be able to know when I need to do something and know what I need to do. But like as life got more and more busy, I was like, okay, maybe I do need to, you know, invest some money into into a planner, and invest some time into just like sitting with myself at the beginning of my day, thinking about what it is I need to get done, what it is I need to do. You know, at the beginning of the month, not scheduling, thinking about an intention, something that I want to go into the month thinking about and being conscious of, and all of that. But yeah, planning my day and using a planner has been very helpful, especially with the specific law of attraction planner and everything that comes with it. Definitely need to go and buy my planner for the new year and really get back into what it is, and get back into, you know, just that practice, just that routine, and implementing that into my day again. But yeah, that's really all the habits I have to talk about. I feel like when I got the idea for this video and I was writing down all the habits I wanted to talk about, I was like, that's it? I don't know. But I feel like it was definitely a lot. Like, even though it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it was definitely a lot. There's a lot that goes into each thing that I do and how it really affects my day and how I go about experiencing, you know, everything that is. But oh, okay. Yeah, I'm home alone right now. I was hearing some noises. It was kind of spooky. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all that I have. You know, I thought about my reading, my routines, my meditating, my journaling, planning my day. Um, oh, I guess one thing I also want to talk about that I've implemented into my morning routine specifically is using these little empowerment cards to start my days. I purchased this little deck of empowerment cards, and basically the cards are actually like very nice. This is the back, and then this is the front, and basically each card has like a little message, image, and like kind of like, I guess you could say, topic on it. And basically the way I use these is just like at the beginning of each day, after I meditate and journal. It's kind of like what I use to end my morning routine. After I meditate and journal, that's like one of the last things I do. After that, I'll pick up the cards, I'll shuffle it, and, you know, kind of just spread the deck and pick up a random card, pick up whatever card speaks to me, and that card would really be my message for the day and what I need to, you know, remember going through my day. And the card I got today, I'll show this with you guys. The card I got today was this one. And then when I pull out the card, I'll just like put it in the deck like this and then sit it on my bedside table so that it's just like, you know, I'm reminded of it throughout the day. And like, you know, every time I come by my bed or something, like I'll see it. And that's actually been very helpful. And the cards are very like, when I really read the cards with like intention and with purpose, they really resonate on a deeper level. But yeah, the card I got today was the clairvoyant author card. It says, I am the hero of my story. I am the author of my narrative. I write the future in myself. I rescript negative self-criticism and I narrate positive thoughts. And the cards be speaking, y'all. The cards be speaking. I think there's like 52 cards in this deck. Hold on, we gonna see. I think there's 52. Yeah, contains 52 empowerment cards. I definitely haven't gotten through all 52 of them. I've gotten a couple of repeats, which I think is interesting. I feel like that shows, I don't know, I just feel like that has a lot of meaning to it when I get a card that I've already seen before. Just maybe, I don't know, sometimes when I get that, I'm just like, yeah, I want to give me a new card, but then I'm just saying like maybe, you know, I just need to be reminded of this message again. But yeah, these cards are like very interesting and very like very empowering, so to speak, you know. But yeah, I guess that's another habit that I wanted to talk about. That's okay, yeah, so that's all for today's video. That's all the habits I wanted to talk about and everything I wanted to share with you guys. Hopefully something in this video resonated with you. Hopefully you take something away from this video going into the new year and going into, you know, this new year of life, this new journey of life, this new experience. You know, hopefully you take something away from this video. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the last video of the year. Hope you guys enjoyed all the videos I've put out this year. Thank you all for sticking with me through the year. Thank you for everybody who's joined the channel this year, and stay tuned for next week's video, which will be coincidentally going out on January 1st, which is great. But stay tuned for that video. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be very special, you don't want to miss it. But yeah, again, thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for sticking with me. Thank you to everyone who's joined the channel this year, and stay tuned for everything coming in 2023. So yeah, bye guys.